Now let's do the same thing for the list of mentors that we just did for the department table. So I'm going to go to my page and scroll up. Here's where the list of mentors begins, and I'm just going to stop at the first mentor. So right here is the end of Ann Carey's block. And I'm going to go to the last one and delete everything but the first one. And then I'm going to clean this up a little bit too. So go ahead and there's an image tag and a paragraph tag. And then inside there, it's a strong with an anchor. Ends the strong. And then put the break up here. And then ends the paragraph. Oops. And then ends the div tag. So let's go ahead and save that and put a white space. And we're going to want to fetch mentors.php. So we have an image URL and a directory and first name, last name, department, and campus. So first we're going to want another app for this, another module. So let's add an ng app directive, and this one is going to be MentorBlocks module. And this is also going to be what gets repeated. So we're going to ng repeat mentor and mentors. And we also need to add our controller here as well. So I'm going to put that here, ng controller, mentor blocks controller. And then inside of here, we're going to start replacing this code with model bindings. So this is the mentor.image URL. And this part here is mentor.firstname, and then a space, and then mentor.lastname. And then this part right here is the mentor.directory. And then that's mentor first name and mentor last name as well. And then this is the mentor department, which I think is either dept. Yeah, dept. Mentor.dept and mentor.campus. So there's our HTML for the MentorBlocks module. Let's go ahead and save that as MentorBlocks module. .js. And this is going to go in a closure as well. And it looks a lot like what we just had for the department table module. So I'm going to start by copying all this code, and then we'll edit it. So this is going to be the MentorBlocks module. And the MentorBlocks controller. And it's going to fetch mentors.php. And it's going to set scope.mentors equal to response. And then in AKYM, this time I'm going to remember that I have to actually load the script before I use it. And let's see how that goes. So we had a little problem. Failed to load resource, server responded with status of 404 not found. Oh, this is one of the weirdnesses of Angular. So basically, before Angular gets run, it tries to load the URL for this image. And obviously there's no URL named curly bracket mentor.image URL and so on. And then after it's tried to load this and failed, then when the page is finished loading, it goes ahead and runs Angular. So what I need to do to fix that, there's a special little hack. I just say ng source there instead. So that's going to work with Angular, but regular HTML will just skip that, so I will not get the 404 error. Right, so now I don't have any errors, but it's also not doing anything. So let's go ahead and look at our elements and see what we have. So here's the Meet the Mentors. And let's see if this is getting loaded at all. It is. That's good. And let's see if this is getting run. So that isn't. So MentorBlocks controller is not getting run. Oh, that should be scope.mentors as well, so I can fix that. So let's go ahead and reload. So one problem I have is that I have to put the controller outside of the repeating block. So I need to have an outer div here that has my app and controller, and then an inner div that gets repeated. So let me tab that over. And now let me reload. Oh, so there I have the mentors. I'm still having a problem with the departments though. So let me see what I did there. So I think what I need to do is put this whole thing inside of one app. So I'm going to create an outer div called ng app mentor tool. And then I'm going to close that off at the bottom. And then instead of having separate app directives here and here, I'm going to create a new mentor tool. And a closure. So this app is equal to mentor tool module, and this time I'm going to give it two dependencies. So it's going to take mentor blocks module and department table module. And I'm not going to give it a controller for now. But I think that should do it. So I have to go ahead and remember to load that. And now let's see what happens. Good. So I have my mentors, and let's go ahead and make sure the alt text is right. So ng source is that, and carry is the alt text, and the link for the image looks correct. Department is good, and directory looks good. So our mentors look good, and our departments look good.